So I have a short shoulder girdle stabilising and mobilising routine for you to try at home. So you could get yourself a foam roller like this, so this is 90 centimetres, or you could make your own using a spare Pilates or yoga mat. So I'll just show you how to do that now. So you take, here's the long end here, you take one corner and you start working it towards about a third of the way down. And then you start to see the little tube emerging. Here we go. Right, so once you have that, lay it down. You want your head on the end you started rolling up and your tail on this slightly wider end. So you get more height in the shoulder area here, and that lets the shoulder blades rest either side of your homemade foam roller. Okay, and if you have any hand weights, traditional dumbbell style, or weighted balls like these, then go grab those. Otherwise you can do this with a couple of water bottles or without, and just work for toning and mobilisation. So get your tail end onto your foam roller. Go slowly if you have a full circle, although if you want to get started with something a bit more manageable, you can use a half circle foam roller. So tail end on here. Get hold of your weights. Now, just place them somewhere you can reach them easily. Feet about the width of the mat for stability if you're on a full circle foam roller. And start with your breathing. So breathing in through the nose and out through a pursed lip. So inhale, exhale. Keep going. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. By breathing forcefully through a pursed lip, you will engage your pelvic floor muscles. They will lift. That then has a switch on effect to your transverse abdominis. So it's your deepest abdominal muscle to draw everything in and compress the spine and protect you. So it's a really good set of muscles to get started with, and then we layer up from there on in. So hopefully you're still breathing, going for maximum oxygen flow through the body. Might be the first decent breath you've taken today. Good, and then we need to work on your pelvic placement to make sure you're set up correctly. So we need you to just gently rock the pelvis on and exhale. Inhale, release. I'm putting my thumbs and my index fingers. Thumbs on ribs, index fingers on hip bones. Exhale. Feel those two bony areas get closer, and then inhale, release. Exhale, imprint. Inhale, release. And any little wobbles on a full foam roller, don't worry about it, it's working your obliques nicely, so you're getting the benefit from it. Even if it does feel a bit unstable, put your hands down whenever you need to. Good, so find yourself into an imprint, so that's you pressing the lower back towards your foam roller, connecting the abdominals at the front without allowing them to pop up. We're keeping everything scooped on that strong exhale. Hands in a low V to support yourself. Make sure your feet here are in a bit more of a parallel position. Inhale, first leg. Exhale. Inhale and lower. So we'll start on an inhale. Inhale. Exhale, second leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale. And again, inhale. So what we're doing here is we're testing your imprint. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lower. Trying to keep any tension out of the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, second leg, scoop and take that weight, so make sure you exhale. Good, getting a good wobble on there. Good, it's much easier on the homemade foam roller, this one. Okay, so we're back down on that, we're safe, so we can find our pelvis in neutral position, which is hip bone, pubic bone on a horizontal plane, slight curve in the lower back. Should feel comfortable there. Good, so we'll do a little spine roll up. So deep breath in, press the lower back in, peel the spine off, squeeze your bum. At the top, think imprint, and then we'll roll back down. It's not such a big movement on the foam roller, but it's certainly a balance challenge. Inhale, hold. Exhale, roll back down. Try and keep the tension out of your toes and your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze your bum, peel the spine off. Imprint at the top. That creates some space in the lower back for you people who like to hinge into the lower back. Those ones who've got a little bit of a duck bum posture, lordosis. At the top, inhale, exhale, roll back down. That's warming up the spine beautifully. The last balance challenge, before we work into the upper body, bring one leg into tabletop. You're in neutral pelvis here, so just give yourself a little wobble and a check. Again, low V with the hands pressed firmly into the floor for stability. Okay, we've got our leg up in tabletop. Inhale, exhale, one. We're circling from the hip, not from the knee or the ankle. As much as you want to can, I'm sure. Try and keep the movement at the hip. And we're stabilising against this movement. Give 5 the other way. Inhale, exhale, 1. Okay, if the breathing confuses you, don't worry. Okay, just keep breathing nice and steady and move smoothly through. Okay, toe heel down. Inhale, exhale, scoop and bring the second leg up. We're trying to be neutral, but if it helps you feel more comfortable in the lower back, we will have a different postural alignment. If you need to imprint the lower back into the foam roller to help stabilise you, then do so. 4 and 5. Good. And the other way. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Keep those shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Try not to look at what you're doing. Try to look up towards the ceiling, as tempting as it is. Good. 5. Toe heel down. Good. So bringing the focus into the upper body now. So we're concentrating on rib cage placement here. When we bring our arms overhead, the tendency is to lose that connection, that abdominal connection at the front here, and then the back starts to come up. So let's soften that back down. See how far we can bring the arms overhead. The weights here are optional. If you're wobbling a lot, please widen the feet to help stabilise yourself. Holding your weight, palms facing towards each other, no broken wrists. Keep everything nice and long, shoulders resting away from the ears. Inhale overhead and exhale, return. Now, if one shoulder is uncomfortable, so it's clicking, cracking, crunching, or generally feeling awful, then you need to reduce the movement to make that comfortable. So working within that comfortable range of motion. And with repetition and mindfulness, it will improve over time. Inhale and exhale. So we're working on keeping the rib cage softened down into the mat, keeping that rib to hip abdominal connection. Good, last one. Okay, from here, we're doing a chest opener. So we're opening, exhale. Inhale, return. Exhale. Same rules apply. With any discomfort in the shoulder, if, say, your left arm was feeling restricted, then mirror that left arm with the right. So we're not working lopsided. That's certainly going to throw you off your foam roller if one arm's falling further down towards the floor anyway. You'll discover quite quickly you can't do that. So just to give you a heads up. Okay, give yourself a little rest with the weights down and we'll have a nice stretch. So hug yourself like you love yourself. Deep breath in. And exhale, release the arms down to the floor. Deep breath in. Release down to the floor. Feel that lovely chest stretch. Hug. And one more. Deep breath in. Really hug around the back of the shoulders. And allow yourself a little chest stretch moment. Good. If you're using weights, grab a hold of those. Just check that the pelvis hasn't gone into imprint or into an arched spine. Keep that abdominal connection going. So we're going for a scissor action at the arms. Exhale, separate. Inhale, return. exhale, separate. Inhale, return. Now, are your shoulders lifting up towards your ears? Just check that you could have some really long earrings on and they would not be touching your shoulders. So lots of space there. No tension creeping up into the neck here. If you're really struggling on the foam roller but you want to carry on, then just slide off and keep going. Same again with the weights. If you've had enough, pop them down and keep going for that mindful movement. So you're just seeing how far you can go overhead without popping that rib cage up. So you're seeing if the body's remembering what you've told it to do earlier. Good. And place your weights down, just for a moment. Now, just a few ab curls, just to make you happy. So we've got, again, pubic bone, put my teeth in, hip bones and pubic bone on a horizontal plane. Inhale, head nod, exhale, release. So this is a slight tuck of the chin, but the back of the head is still on your foam roller or on your mat. That's you putting your neck into a really good forward curve for abdominals. So inhale, head nod, exhale, curling up, inhale, hold, exhale, come back down. Now you can use it if you have balls like these, inhale, head nod, exhale, curl up. You can use them just to press into, or you can hold them in your hands, palms up, keeps the chest broad that way. Inhale, head nod, exhale, curl up, inhale, hold, exhale, come back down. Inhale, head nod, exhale, curl up, inhale, hold, and exhale, come back down. Now we're trying not to exhale to curl up, pop the abdominals in order to get more height. So do keep them scooped without tipping the pelvis towards you. Those hip flexors will overwork, and they are already probably overworked if you spend a lot of time sitting. So let's give them a little rest and put the focus on the abs. Exhale up, inhale, hold, smile sweetly, there you go. And exhale, come back down. Now if you've had enough, have a rest. If not, stay with me. Inhale, head nod, exhale, curl up, pulses. Inhale, slight release, exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and float back down, no flopping down. Inhale, head nod, exhale, scoop the abdominals. Inhale, hold, exhale, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it's 5 little exhales and float. And one more for fun. Inhale, head nod, exhale, curl up. Inhale, slight release and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fighting the urge to imprint the lower spine. I know I am. Well done. Good work. So, careful how you come up from this. Do slide sideways with control. Good, so hopefully you enjoyed that. These are pretty easy to get. So just look up hand weights, soft round hand weights. Let me know if you want help finding somewhere to get them from. I have a retailer that I love to use, so I can tell you about those guys. And yeah, keep it up, keep practicing. Save the video, come back to it and let me know how you get on. All right, hope you have a lovely day. Bye.